Your suffering has reached its final boundary. Not fading slowly, not pausing temporarily, ending completely, with a finality that marks a clear before and after in your life. The weight you carried, the nights you cried in silence, the battles no one around you fully witnessed, all of it has been seen, counted, and is now being lifted. This is a decisive turning point where your story begins to change direction. You are stepping out of endurance and into restoration. You have wondered why it lasted this long, why the answers were delayed, why the pain seemed to stretch beyond what felt fair or necessary. Something deeper was being shaped within you that could not have been formed in comfort alone. And you were being protected from paths that would have broken you in ways that would have been far harder to recover from. What felt like abandonment was actually preservation. What felt like silence was careful preparation. Now that the work within you has reached its completion, the suffering has no purpose left to fulfill. It is finished because the reason it existed has been fulfilled. You are not imagining the shift you feel. There is a real change taking place around you and within you at the same time. The heaviness that once followed you is losing its grip. The resistance that slowed your progress is beginning to break apart. Obstacles that once stood firm are being removed, and doors that once seemed permanently sealed are beginning to open. There were times when you believed you would always carry this burden. You lowered your expectations, adjusted your hopes, and quietly prepared yourself to live with less than what your heart truly desired. But you were never designed for struggle to be your identity. The season was allowed. It was never meant to define you. And now what was lost is being restored, including something more essential than circumstances. The belief that you are worthy of peace, of joy, of stability. The suffering affected more than your circumstances. It touched your confidence, your relationships, your sense of direction, and at moments, your faith. There were times when you felt genuinely disconnected, unsure if you were still heard, unsure if anything was still moving on your behalf. Yet you were closer to being carried than you realized. Through days you barely remember, because your own strength alone would not have been sufficient to get through them, you were held together. Now you are entering a phase where you will begin to feel lighter in ways that surprise you. Things that once triggered pain will no longer hold the same power. Situations that once completely drained you will begin to affect you differently. This is not because life suddenly becomes perfect. It is because you are being strengthened and repositioned at the same time, moved into a space where growth replaces survival as the operating mode of your daily life. You will begin to notice small signs first. A moment of unexpected peace that arrives without explanation. A situation resolving itself without the conflict you anticipated. A new opportunity appearing exactly where there used to be a dead end. These are not random. They are confirmations that your restoration has genuinely begun. Pay attention to these moments because they are the building blocks of what is being unfolded for your life. Some connections cannot follow you into this next chapter because they were tied to a version of you that no longer exists. Do not hold on to what is being released. What leaves is making room for what actually belongs in your life now. Trust that process even when the letting go is uncomfortable. If this message is reaching something real in you, there is a link in the description to support this project. Give only if you feel peace in doing so. Every contribution helps these words reach more people at the exact moment they need them most. A calmness will begin to settle over you. Not the kind that comes from temporary relief, but a steady peace that remains even when things are not yet perfect. You will no longer feel like you are constantly fighting to stay afloat. Instead, you will feel supported, guided, and protected in a way that allows you to actually breathe again. You are not returning to who you were before the suffering. That person no longer exists. You are becoming someone stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your actual purpose. The pain did not destroy you. It refined you. And that refinement is now becoming visible in how you think, how you respond, and how you move forward. Your mind is being renewed. The negative patterns that once repeated themselves automatically are being replaced with thoughts that bring calm and direction. This change is not forced. It is natural because it is rooted in a work that has already been completed within you. Old wounds are closing, not by being ignored, but by being fully restored. You will begin to remember your past without feeling the same level of pain attached to those memories. This is how you will know that your suffering is truly over, when it no longer controls your present. Your sense of direction is also being restored. There was a time when you felt genuinely lost, unsure of where your life was heading or whether it was heading anywhere meaningful at all. That confusion is being replaced with clarity. You may not have every detail figured out, but you will know the next step. And that is enough. Opportunities that once felt completely out of reach will begin appearing in ways you did not plan for. Paths that seemed blocked will clear. You will not have to force these changes because they are aligned with timing that is already in motion. Your role is to remain open, to keep moving forward, and to trust that what is coming is genuinely meant for you. You are also being protected in ways you may not fully realize. Situations that could have caused significant harm are being redirected. Outcomes that could have led to more pain are being changed before they reach you. This protection is constant even when you are completely unaware of it. You are not walking into your future alone. You are being covered and guided at every step, including the ones where you feel uncertain. The link in the pinned comment is there for anyone who wants to support this work. Whatever you give freely, given from a place of peace rather than obligation, keeps this mission reaching lives at the moments that matter most. There is a restoration of joy taking place within you. Not forced happiness, a genuine sense of lightness that comes from knowing you are no longer carrying the same weight. You will find yourself feeling grateful in moments that would once have felt completely ordinary. This joy is a signal that your spirit is healing and that your life is shifting into something genuinely new. Your hope is also being renewed. The dreams you quietly set aside, the desires you convinced yourself were no longer realistic, they are being brought back to life. What you hoped for was never wrong. It was simply delayed. Now that this season has ended, those things have space to grow again. A quiet confidence is rising within you that will change how you carry yourself. You may not announce it loudly, but you will feel it in how you stand, how you decide, and how you move through your day. This confidence comes from knowing you have survived what once felt unbearable, and that you are still here, still standing, and now stronger than before. You will no longer feel the need to prove your worth to people who were never willing to see it. That need is being removed. You will know your value without requiring it to be confirmed from the outside. This freedom will allow you to live more authentically and to focus on what genuinely matters. Your reactions are already changing in ways that may feel almost unfamiliar to you. Situations that once created immediate stress will now feel manageable. Things that once disrupted your peace for days will no longer hold the same weight. Your perspective is being renewed. You are no longer seeing your life from the vantage point of pain, but from the vantage point of healing. This shift in perspective will protect your peace and allow you to respond with wisdom rather than with the raw emotion that once governed your reactions. Your sense of identity is also being restored. The struggles you went through may have caused you to question who you are and what you are actually capable of. That confusion is being replaced with clarity. You are beginning to remember your worth, your abilities, and the purpose that has always been within you. This is not something new being given to you. It is something that was always yours, now being uncovered again. There is a sense of freedom beginning to form that goes deeper than relief from circumstances. You are no longer tied to the same patterns, the same fears, or the same limitations that once shaped your decisions. You are free to make new choices, to take new paths, to build a life that actually reflects who you truly are. This freedom was earned through your endurance, and it is now being fully released to you. Your voice is also being restored. You will no longer stay silent when something genuinely matters to you. You will express yourself with a clarity and a confidence that comes from knowing your thoughts and your experiences carry real weight. This is part of reclaiming what the suffering caused you to set aside, the ability to speak from a place of truth rather than from a place of exhaustion or defeat. There is a balance returning to your life that will make everything feel more stable. Things will begin to flow with a naturalness that once felt impossible. Your efforts will produce results that feel meaningful and lasting. You will not need to fight for every small step forward anymore, because momentum is being created on your behalf. This is the rhythm of a life that is no longer burdened by suffering, but guided by genuine purpose. Your life is no longer shaped by struggle. It is being shaped by intention. You are making choices that align with your growth, taking steps that move you forward, and building something that reflects who you are actually becoming. The instability of the past is being replaced by a foundation that is strong and secure. You will be able to create, to grow, and to move forward without the constant fear of everything falling apart again. There is a deeper sense of purpose emerging within you. You are beginning to understand that what you went through was not without meaning. Your experience has shaped you in ways that will allow you to contribute to others who are still inside seasons you have already walked through. Your story will give depth to what you offer. Your understanding will give others permission to believe that there is something on the other side of what they are currently enduring. The first breath after survival mode is different from every breath before it. When you were surviving, every breath was braced for impact, measured against what might be coming. This breath is different. It carries the weight of someone who knows what the other side actually feels like because they are standing in it. Let that exhale be full. Let the guard come down. The peace arriving now is not a pause between seasons of pain. It is the beginning of something permanent. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are not returning to what you were. You are stepping into a version of yourself that is free, steady, and aligned with everything your journey was building toward. This is the life that was always waiting for you, and now you are ready to live it.